Good morning, everyone. I wanted to share an insight into a conversation that me and James were having yesterday around giving an alternative perspective on things or seeking an alternative perspective on things. We were talking around some of the challenges and successes that we've had recently, solutions that we were looking at to solve some of our challenges, but also solutions that we'd found to overcome previous challenges that have led to recent success. So we were talking around this and just looking at how we were going to approach some of what we've got on the table at the moment. And we really started to dig deep into what had led to these solutions being found and us to continue to move forwards. And we were in agreement on the alternative perspective that we've been able to each individually give on the other one's situation or the other one's thought process behind a situation has been absolutely invaluable. So when we first started out in our journey in property, we were doing it on our own, and we were looking at a scenario or a solution to anything that we were facing, and that was the only perspective that was shedding light on that situation. So it was very much one-sided, it was very much our own thoughts, and as we all know, once you start talking to yourself in your head, things can turn negative very quickly. And we try to look at all options, but those options sometimes turn into a bit of turmoil, and we are all of a sudden backing ourselves into a corner that we can't get out of. And it can be a very, very tough place to be. And it can be a stopping block for a lot of people in terms of moving forward. So we were talking around this and how now in our business that we work together, if we've got a situation in the area of the business that we look after, so me and James try not to cross paths on the business. Obviously, we make decisions together, but we've each got our own responsibilities and we keep those separate so that we're not getting in the way of each other and we are not making the other one redundant on certain tasks. So we now pick up the phone or we drop each other a message and we just say, thinking about this, doing this, what are your thoughts? And we get that other side of the coin perspective on what we're doing. And what that's actually allowed us to do is come up with solutions far quicker, actually probably far better solutions than we probably ever would have got on our own. And it's allowed us to move things forward quite quickly. So we're constantly changing and adapting what we're doing, not massively, but little tweaks here and there, because we're finding that we're bouncing ideas off each other repeatedly. And what we as individuals thought were challenges, we're now finding solutions to quite quickly. And actually we had the solutions inside us, we just didn't have the right prompts to get them out, which speaking to each other has allowed us to do. So that second opinion or that alternative opinion on a situation or an idea for us has kind of come across with three main benefits. So the first one, believe it or not, is stress relief. We can really get inside our heads and we can really talk ourselves into or out of things in a positive or negative way. And if it goes down the negative route, which let's be honest, it can do quite easily, it's been very good to have that soundboarding conversation, run the ideas past somebody else, and then get that input to try and turn things around. So the stress relief side of things has been absolutely crucial to moving things forward for us. The second one was the other perspective side of things is a way of thinking that we never would have, or I as in an individual or James as an individual never would have thought of, because that's not me or that's not him. And so our personalities would never have naturally come up with that thought process because it's not the way we think as an individual. But together, when we look at the same situation from a different perspective or from a different individual's approach, it allows things to be looked at in many different ways. So that other perspective on the same situation then allows the creativity to come in. It allows us to think outside the box or inside the box, whichever we need to do. And we start to bounce ideas off each other to find solutions. So that other perspective side of things is absolutely crucial. And then the final thing is the solution. And it's actually allowed us to talk about things, positive, negative, what can we do, how can we do it, and we've actually come up with a solution far quicker, and we've been able to turn things around far quicker than we initially thought we were going to. And what seemed like a mountain of a problem very quickly turns into a molehill of a problem, and we get over it very quickly. So those three things for us were really crucial, and it all came down to talking to, in our case, our business partner, so either me or James talking to the other, just around what it was we were thinking, what it was we were doing, and how we wanted to move that forward, and we didn't know how. And so those conversations on the alternative perspective is absolutely vital in our eyes on continuing to move our business forward and growing. So I wanted to share that with you because it was something that we probably overlooked quite a lot, and we didn't really think that it was playing a massive part in our business until we really started to talk about it yesterday, and we got into some really good detail. So hopefully that's of use to you, and you can use other people for an alternative perspective on what it is you're doing. Get somebody who's of a different personality type to you. So if you're quite an outgoing and extrovert type personality, maybe go and speak to somebody who's more detail orientated and more of an introvert. See how they would look at that situation, and just get that second opinion on what it is you're doing, and hopefully you'll start to find more solutions in your business and you'll be able to continue to move that forward. And if you find this video useful, or you want some more content, or you would like us to talk around a specific topic or any challenges that we're facing or you're facing, and you'd like to get our perspective on it, please comment below, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Bye for now.